Hey there, Dr. Jeff. Want to show you guys a simple way to make some smoothies, kind of what we do or what I do, I guess what we do at in our house. Sometimes this is our weekend breakfast, sometimes this is my lunch, yeah, super simple, no exact science. I just throw a bunch of stuff in, so I'll give you a little bit of idea what we're doing, so you can kind of do the same if you'd like. So basically, got our blender. Start out with some milk, almond, organic milk. We go unsweet, so again, we're not loading up on sugar. You could use coconut milk, you can use all sorts of different things. This just happens to be what we have. So really no exact science to this. I just dump a bunch of milk in there. And sometimes I'll use water, just kind of depends on what's going on. And then I will again typically start with a protein. So again, today we've got the Pure Path protein, which is bone broth protein. So we will use that. So we put this in here, a scoop of that. And really I have a couple basics I use. So I always use a protein. Commonly I'll use collagen as well, just because this is great for the body, great for the joints. This is really great for like recovery. This is a protein as well. It's a little less protein than like your bone broth protein or your grass-fed protein, the other proteins that we commonly use. But fourth most abundant protein in the body, so super important for your tendons, for your joints, really helps with recovery. So we use that. And then commonly I'll throw in some greens. So this is just a ton of organic greens. And some fruits. Commonly, I will actually use real greens, and I might do a little bit of both. So we'll just take some spring mix here, dump that in. And again, you will most likely not taste that at all, but I'll also do some greens as well, just so I know I'm getting that. So this has got a lot of vitamins and minerals. And then I'll usually try to sweeten it up, maybe with some fruit or some berries or something. Commonly we'll use mixed berries. That's frozen in a big clump in my freezer, so I'm not going to try to break that up in front of you. But we've got some raspberries, frozen raspberries, so we'll stick those in there. Berries of any kind are great because they're low in sugar, so that's usually what we'll stick to. Sometimes we'll use bananas, sometimes I'll use frozen bananas. Even if we have some older bananas that are kind of going bad, we'll stick them in the freezer and reuse those. However, bananas are just kind of loaded full of sugar, so I try to avoid the sugar. And I say I talk about my family, who so far so good. The girls are upstairs, they haven't came down yet. So that's that. And then really, I mean, you can just throw anything else in there that you have. Really, I just go off of what's in our fridge. So we've got some blueberries, non-frozen, so I'll stick some of these in there. Again, packed full of good stuff there. Make a mess, we'll clean that up after. And then I want to try to add some good fats. So what we'll do with that, a couple different options. We might go with some coconut oil. So I'll throw a little bit of this in. Don't really throw coconut oil, you gotta scoop it out. So a little bit of coconut oil. And then I have a little MCT oil as well, so that's a good fat for the joint, or for the cells, for the brain and whatnot. So I'll put maybe half a teaspoon of that. You don't want to go too heavy on the oils, the coconut oil, the MCT oil. Otherwise, it can affect digestion. So I'm going to err on the lighter side. So that's a pretty good mix. And then if needed, I've got some liquid organic stevia, just to sweeten it up. I like things sweet. My taste buds like the sweetness. So this probably isn't even something that you need, although we can kind of taste it as we go and make sure it isn't, but maybe it is. So we'll put this on, blend this up. So pretty liquidy, so I'll either add some add some ice cubes to make it a little thick, or you could put more fruit in there. So I'm gonna grab a couple ice cubes. And try to thicken it up. Something else I didn't mention, so we have chia seeds as well. I mean, you could throw some of those in there. There's really no perfect recipe. Like I said, I just throw stuff in there that I have. We've also got some flaxseed. I've got some fiber as well. Sometimes I'll throw in there. A lot of different things you can get in there. So just, this is great for kids if you have kids that won't eat vegetables, or a lot of times, I guess I'd even think of, I'll throw in a lot of my supplements. So like my men's multi, vitamin D, curcumin, different things like that. I'll actually open up the capsules and dump in my smoothie and blend, which I actually might do here at the end. And what that does is I don't have to swallow, 10, 15 different supplements, the pills, which I kind of do not enjoy every single day. So I'll open up the capsules, put them in my smoothie, blend them, and then not only am I getting all this good stuff, but I'm also, consuming my supplements for the day and whatnot. So that's basically how we do it. Pour it in, eat it up, drink it up, I guess. And again, really simple breakfast, really good, quick lunch. Sometimes if my family's sleeping in the morning, I didn't even get to the blender. It just basically goes a shaker bottle, some milk or some water, some ice, and then maybe a protein, and I shake it up and I'm drinking it, maybe throw in the greens as well. So super simple to do, super easy, but just a great way to start your morning. I don't do this every morning. Sometimes I'll just, drink a coffee if I'm trying to stay in like intermittent fasting or ketosis, which that'll be another video. We'll kind of explain how I make kind of like a good quality coffee with some healthy fats and whatnot. But for years and years and years, this was literally my breakfast 6-7 days a week. So still is probably half the week. But if you guys have any questions, let me know. But yeah, start making smoothies.